Hello, friends. I'm going to warn you right now that today is going to be a hot mess. Capital H, capital M. I have been without power for the last 8-ish hours, and it came back on approximately 13 minutes ago. Yeah. So, without further ado, let's try this thing, shall we? Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is Live at the Loom. And when I say live, I mean live. Some days it's a little more organized. No, friends, today it's not. No. I was like, do I set us up outside? And we tested it, and I was trying to do a hotspot with the phone, but the internet was not good, and Lori couldn't hear me. And so then the power came on, and I'm back inside, and I gotta shake it off for just a second. And while I do that, everyone, please give a huge thank you and warm welcome to Lori, our gatekeeper, who is going to help me hang on to my sanity today. She's going to work hard today. Let me just tell you, because, by the way, she has a storm in her house too. So we're all over the map today. Yeah. My bench seems to be very, very squeaky. It's all the things. Yep. Buckle up, friends. It's gonna be that episode of Live at the Loom. But I'm glad you're here. You do know that the crazier the environment, the more entertaining Live at the Loom will be, right? That's usually the relationship. If I am out of sorts or rushed or whatever, then Live at the Loom is big entertainment. I don't want to overpromise things. However, we've been without power for 8 hours. Let's just say that when you have short hair, you would think that having no power would be fine. But friends, I am completely dependent on a hairdryer. So I don't know. Shall we try this? I say we do. Let me say some hellos. All right, friends. By the way, I would just like to note that Carol was here first. 3 a.m. her time, which was 5 a.m. our time here, which is 4.5 hours early. Yeah, she was up because she has, what is this, 2.5-inch hail. Yeah. I remember you repairing things because of hail. Carol, that is, I'm sorry, darling. Yeah, we've had storms. That's why we keep losing power. We've lost power twice this week. Twice, friends. Let's just say I don't recommend. No, 0 stars. No, do not recommend. Hello, Anne. Anne was in 2 hours early. That's amazing. Yes. Hello, Gemma. All the early birds. I love you guys. Okay, even Lori was on. What time is this, Lori? This says an hour ahead. See? Lori. This is Lori playing hostess. This is Lori being like, hello, I'll be your hostess for the day. My name is Lori. Please get comfortable, make a cup of tea, and Chris will be with you shortly. That's what that is, which also she has to remind me to remind you to hit like and subscribe and share and do all the things. Yeah, all the things. Yep. Gemma said next week is her big show in Basel. Woohoo! That's fantastic. Congratulations, my friend. That's awesome. Ruth is here. That is awesome. Oh, I love that Jennifer Fowler is on. Boy, you guys were early today. Is it because the sun comes up earlier and you're like, okay, I'm up. Must log into Live at the Loom. Is that part of it? I'll take it. Let's see who else was joining us. Ooh, Ruth gave us an update on our newest weaver. Esther is 6 weeks old now and absolutely a doll. I think her eyes will stay blue and her hair is looking red. Oh my God, I love a redhead. I have a nephew who's a redhead. My grandma was a redhead. My sister, well, let's just say she pays for that color, but it is a beautiful color of red. So, yes. Birthdays. Looks like we had some birthdays here. People turning significant birthdays. Yes. Hello, Brittany. See? Oh, I love this. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer also reminds me, hit the like button for some summer lovin'. Yes, absolutely. Ooh, Trish is on too. Hello, Trish. I love it. Oh, and Tamison. Woohoo! Tamsin said she got a warping mill for her birthday. Nice. Oh, good. Good. You know what? It's all about the ergonomics, isn't it? If you can, yes, anything so that you get one body. So how do we take care of it the best? If a warping mill is the way to go, then by all means, friends, do it to it. Hello, Kim from Saskatchewan. Hello, Kim. I'm glad you're here. Yay. Let's see. Good morning, Deb Ropel. Christy Lofton's here. Ernie DeVries is here. Ernie, where are you today? Where in the world is Ernie DeVries? Have you already said that and I just haven't gotten to it yet? Oh, hello, Ernie. We're glad you're here. Donna Cunningham is on. I love that. Dawn is here. Hello, girl. Love that. It's like it's a homesick. Oh, no. Feel better, sweetheart. I'm so glad you're here. Dawn's here. Yay. Oh, I love that. Okay. Hello. Wait, the name is Amy Burnett, but the name is Sue? Is that right? Oh, darling, that's going to confuse me. I will try to remember that one, but that's a tricky one. It's Amy/Sue. Got it. Okay. All right. Excellent. Hello, Kim James. She said, my chat won't scroll back to the first conversation. That's because it was like 4 hours early. Guess that's what I get for being late. I like it. Hello, Cindy from Prince Edward Island. Ooh, Cindy's been doing some bird watching. Mm-hmm. And why not? Hello, Naomi. Woohoo! Who else joined us? Look at this. Christy Lofton has a big birthday this year too. Look at all the big birthdays. That's awesome. Kim James. Oh, hello. Oh, Sue from Arizona. Hello, Sue. How are you, my friend? That's awesome. Look at all the pretty faces. I'm so happy to see you guys. Believe me, it's been a rough week. So I'm so happy to see you. Mm-hmm. Yep. Look at this. Lori's the best. She's like, here is the agenda. Okay, did I mention we tried it outside for just a second? The backdrop looks great. I've got these really tall peas that are climbing up these poles, and they're purple peas. The backdrop was great, but the tech wasn't working well, and that would have made all of us completely crazy. That would have not been good. So I'll figure out another way for you guys to do it. We'll figure out a tour of the garden at some point. We'll figure that out. But today wasn't the day. The stress level is already like here. It's like, we cannot add one more thing. Nope. No. We can't. It's not happening today. Okay. Tell me how you are. What did I miss this week? What is happening in your corner of the world? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gemma asked if everyone's going to take a nap later. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Probably. I will be taking a nap later. That's for sure. Yep. Yeah. Boy, all the birthdays. I love it. It's summer birthdays. Summer birthdays are awesome. I gotta say. That's for sure. Sue Ann Sullivan is here. I bet you're not the oldest one. No, Sue Ann. Are you really 70, Sue Ann? That's incredible. You look fantastic. Mm-hmm. Hello, Sky. Aww. I love it. Aww. That's so sweet. Yes. Not feeling well? Live at the Loom. That's the answer. Weaving. Weaving is the answer to any and all questions. I like that, Sky. That's a good sentiment. Mm-hmm. Yep. Ernie, did we find out where you are? Are you home? What's happening? Where are you? We always have to know. Ernie is kind of our world traveler, so just in case you're new. And so it's become a thing. It's become a little sidebar to every episode. If Ernie can join us, we're like, where in the world is Ernie DeVries? Uh-huh. There we go. I like it. Let's see. Yes. How? Look at all the pretty faces. I love this. This is a good question, Brittany. Have you ever missed a stop from being distracted from Live at the Loom? Gemma is typically on some kind of public transit when we do Live at the Loom, so that's a very good question because I would. That's okay. Speaking of being distracted, so this past week we had weaving study hall, and if you are unfamiliar, here's how it goes. We all jump in, say hi for a couple seconds, and then I set the timer for 45 minutes. We all go on mute, and you have 45 minutes to like focus, like zone in, like be on the ball, right? Okay, 45 minutes. I'm working on the overshot. I'll show you overshot in a moment, but I'm working on the overshot, and I had some music playing. I'm doing just fine. Yeah, I did great at study hall earlier today because there was no power. You can still weave when there's no power. Amazing. We have plenty of windows. It was lovely. I'm sitting here and I have no music on, no nothing because there's no power. And I flubbed it like twice. I'm like, how is that a thing? That at study hall, I can do the entire pattern, hardly looking at the treadling. Like I got it. It's in my head. I am good to go. And this morning, there's no distractions, nothing else happening. I kept flubbing it. And with this particular treadling, when you flub it, it's hard to find your way back to where you're supposed to be. So in some cases, I'm sure I just left some mistakes in there. I'm sure that happened. Does anybody else have that? Like, what helps you focus? If you're sitting at the loom, what, let me know. Aw, I do too, Kim James. I love how we're all over the place doing all the things, and we're still here. That is exactly right, sister. That is because we still gather for Live at the Loom because we feel less less alone. It's true. Yeah. Queen of the hot mess. I'll fight you for that crown today, honey. I'll fight you. That's yep. Yes. Ruth, where's the glitter, Chris? Okay, well, considering I was doing it, our bathroom doesn't have a window. It's amazing it's on my lips at all. Like it's not like, on my chin or something. Last week I had glittery lips. That was part of the fun. It's no glittery lips this week. I was just lucky to be here, honestly. I was just lucky to be here. That's Oh, thank you, honey. I love this blouse. I probably wear it way too often. I do not care though. I love the style. I like the pattern. I like all the things. Do you have shirts like that you're just like, oh, I feel good. Like this is just one of those shirts. I like it. Hello, Shirley Bewley's here. I love that. Ooh, Naomi says, I'm excited to be almost finished with my dress fabric. Sweet. Okay, what kind of dress are you making? We have to know all the things, please. That's, yeah. I like it. Tam says, I like the crazy. Hello, Sherry. You'll have more bad weather coming your way. I know, Sherry. I am not enjoying it. There's more coming. I think this afternoon, I think we're going to get it again. Let's just say the good news is I have not had to water the garden very much. The bad news is my fig tree keeps falling over. I bought a fig tree this year. It's out of control, friends. It is out of control. I mean, me as a gardener is completely off the rails. But the fig tree it's sprouting up really quickly. So I had to kind of wedge it. I have my potatoes in grow bags. I had to kind of wedge it in between the grow bags so it wouldn't keep falling over. It needs a bigger pot. It needs a bigger, heavier pot. That's on my list of things to do. Yeah. Wow. Wait, Brittany, you've been studying medieval manuscripts for embroidery inspiration? Oh my gosh, I love smart people. Oh look at you. You guys, you are awesome. Oh, are we on the same time, Carol? Is that right? Wow, look at that. Okay, Naomi, forgive me, folks. I know that I'm like 15 minutes past on the comments. I know you made this comment like 12 minutes ago. Has anyone here woven with raffia? Someone has asked me to work at recreating a cargo mat for a 51 Studebaker. Oh, Originally size 14 craft paper, if I remember correctly. Raffia was suggested instead. What an interesting challenge that is. Huh! Look at that. Sue-Ann says, I'm a chronic early riser, up at 4:45 again today. Already baked 2 batches of wheat bran scones. Had too much coffee, and it's only 7:30 a.m. here. Sue-Ann, why don't we live closer? Why, if you're baking before 7:30, I would love to be invited. That's, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Aww. Sky says, some of us get together here at 3 a.m. Wow. Big props for a commitment, folks. That is, that's amazing. All right, let me see if I can get caught up here. Yes. Hello. Oh, from New Hampshire. Hello. Is it Judith or Judy? What do you prefer? Please don't tell me it's Amy. Or Sue. I jest. You know that I joke, friends, just because I love you all. That's yep. Oh no. Kim Jim says it's 7:30 a.m. It's already 82 degrees. Supposed to get to 100 today. No, ma'am. No. We've had some hot days lately. It's been just really, really muggy, and I just wilt. I'm a delicate flower, people. I can't even say it with a straight face. The heat. Oh no, thank you. Thankfully, most of what I do is in the basement, where it is like a cave. It stays cooler, but still. Mm-hmm. Hello, Sam. Sam's here. Oh, I love it when Sam can join us. That is awesome. Okay. Oh, here's feedback on the raffia. Impressively strong lengthwise, but its grist is confusing, and I'm not sure how shred resistant it is in the reed, or if I should use a weaving sword to beat. Look at you. This is a very interesting challenge. I like that. I like it. Sue-Ann said she hadn't used raffia, but have used raw hand-spun banana yarn. Very similar, I would think. It's a runner in hand-woven. Okay, she gives the project. Got it. Okay. Wow. Banana yarn. Yeah, there's so many options when it comes to yarn these days, which is very, very fun. Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, it's Karen in West. Where are you, honey? It's Karen, everyone. Karen's here. Yay. I love that. Oh, look, Lisa's here from Denver. Look at all the pretty faces. I love it. Yay for art teachers. Big kudos to you. I cannot imagine. What grades do you teach, honey? Art teacher. That's amazing. Okay. I don't remember a lot of the names of my teachers in kind of K through 12. However, I had an art teacher. I had her my last year or two in high school, and I didn't take a lot of art classes, weirdly enough. And her name was Chris Davis. And I was taking, it was like drawing and painting 2 or something like that. Like, it wasn't like an AP class or anything. Like, it wasn't in the art track of the high school curriculum. And I'll never forget Chris Davis. She was like this ball of energy, and she worked really hard. Like, our high school had so many students that were that won different, like, were accepted for different prizes and published in magazines. Like, she was always sending her students' artwork out everywhere to be recognized, which was amazing. So I never forget the end of my senior year of high school. I was a big band geek. Like, music was the whole thing. That was my jam. Music was all stuff. I enjoyed art, but music was my focus. And when she asked me, she said, "What are your plans after high school?" I said, "Oh, I'm going to go to college for music." And she looks at me, she says, "And art?" And I was like, "Oh, no. I'm going to do music." She's like, "Oh, and art." Friends, I don't know what kind of foreshadowing that was, because first of all, I did go to college for music, but I double majored in interior design, artish. Am I still doing music? No. Am I doing art? Hell yes. Isn't that crazy? It is. There are moments like that growing up that you're just like, okay, gave me all the chills. So thank God for our teachers. All that to say, thank God for art teachers. So Lisa, hats off to you. That is, that's amazing. All right. Let's see. What else do we have happening in the comments? Tell me about your projects, friends. What's on your Loom? What are you working on? Tell me all the things. I would love to have it'd be so fun to have a little snapshots of here's on the Loom for today. Today, Thursday, June 11th. Here's what's on my Loom. Aww. Sky says, I'm in one of the North Coast states, Wisconsin. Hey, I can say that because my state's got a shoreline on Lake Superior, can't I? Yes, you can. By the way, speaking of Wisconsin, friends, I got accepted to teach at the Midwest Weaving Conference next summer in Wisconsin. Yeah. So if anyone wants an excuse, or if you're already in Wisconsin, come check it out. I have no other details than that. I don't know what day. I don't know any of the things. I will let you know as soon as I do. But I have been accepted as a teacher. I'm teaching a one-day class that will be all about playing with color. Because I know, color me surprised. Put on your shocked face that I'm teaching a class on color. Yes, class on color. But that'll be next June. See, I don't remember when in June. I don't remember any details, friends. So this is a horrible teaser. But next June, I'll be in Wisconsin teaching. So if you want to hang out in person, come on. Come on. Yes. Oh, she's so cute. Yes, my birthday's in July too. I love the July birthdays. They're special. I mean, all of you, I love you all. However, the July birthdays. Yup. Get out. Judy, are you really 83? That's amazing. Y'all look good. Hello. Good morning. I am so sorry, darling. I don't remember your name. Is it? Oh, Deanna. Oh, see, look, I looked in the comments. I cheated. Hi, Deanna. I'm so glad you're here. Yay. Love that. See. Aw, you absolutely should. We miss you, Dawn. That is for sure. Okay, I seem to be falling way behind today. I see. Hot mess. Capital H, capital M. Ernie says, I'm home at Flagstaff. Yay. Cataract surgery was yesterday, so this morning is first post-op checkup. Boy, I hope that you feel better soon. I know cataract surgery is easier than it used to be, but that's still, anytime someone's poking around in your eyeballs, that's, no. Yeah. Okay, see, okay, so here's, yeah, thank you, Dawn. I know, music, somehow having the music in the background while I was weaving helped me focus better. It was too quiet. That must be what it was, Dawn. It was too quiet when I was weaving, so I couldn't focus well enough. I was probably waiting. When's the power going to come on? I'm sure that's what I was thinking as I was sitting here weaving this morning, thinking, it's too quiet. When's the power going back on? Yes. Yeah. See, thank you, Carol. She says no radio, no electric, no radio, brain, no worky. Yes. I'm with you. That's pretty much how I am. Yeah. Sue Ann had a note about the banana fiber. It's like rough twine. I've also used a banana yarn by Bella Trista, a spun yarn that is soft. Banana fiber. I love that. Yeah, thanks, Shirley. All the people focusing in one-time study hall really helps. Yeah, there's something magical about study hall. Who is with me? There is something that happens in study hall. And it's so weird because you're in your space, you're doing your thing. Like, we're not doing anything joint. We're not talking, none of that. But there's something about being like, okay, but I know that Shirley is in Idaho. She's also working on her stuff. So Shirley is depending on me to focus. So I'm going to focus. Lori in the Netherlands she is locked in. So I got to do it. That study hall is magical, friends. By the way, as we keep talking about study hall, let me just put this up here. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Oh, wrong one. See? Hot, capital H, capital M. There we go. Friends, if you would like to try out Weaving Study Hall, come on over in the Acting Creative Insiders. We will save you a seat for sure. Yes. Okay, friends, have you told me what's on your project? Oh, what's on your project? Hold, please. Hold, please. No power for 8 hours. 8 hours. Huh? Okay. Have you told me what's on your loom? Everyone, if you haven't yet, put it in the comments. Let me know what you are working on. Yes. Ooh, what is this? Naomi says, especially if you're neurodivergent, you need to distract the chaotic part of the brain. So while the normies prefer no distractions, we need some to concentrate. Also, music soothes other anxieties. Ooh, I like that. I buy that. Absolutely. I don't know if I'm neurodivergent. Isn't that interesting? I don't know. I know that's a thing these days. I could take a test and find out. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Oh, what? You have snow? Trish. No. Okay, let's not be totally crazy. I don't mind snow, but snow in June seems. Yes. Sue says, I know people laugh about Seattle weather, but it'll be sunny and 70 here today, and our summers are perfection. See, I can sign up for that, Sue Ann. That sounds lovely. Yes. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Tell me what's happening here. Oh. You guys are all baking today? Oh, why am I not closer? I love baked goods. Love. As a matter of fact, you can ask Cheryl. Cheryl came to hang with me for the meetup that we had, and I baked all kinds of things. Love baked goods. Mm-hmm. I like it, Shirley. We should all live in a circle of houses, and Sue Ann can bake for us. I like this. We'll all have like our own little tiny house, and then we'll have one big building with all our looms, and then we can all like, yeah. And we have a big kitchen because Sue Ann and I'll need kitchen space, and we'll work on this plan. We'll workshop it. We'll do it. Mm-hmm. Sky says, I'm not a 3 a.m. person. I'm one of the night owls. There needs to be some. We have to balance this out here, Sky. I'm not a night owl necessarily either, but I'm not a 3 a.m. person to add to the group. That's not. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Brittany says, I've been playing around with medieval embroidery and Bayou Stitch. Is that how you say it? I have a book called Bayou Stitch by Tanya Bentham. And there's one coming out next week that I'm all excited about. Wow. I love the Smart Weavers. That's fantastic. Yes. See, Sue Ann. Okay. One day, friend, I am just going to do a live at the loom on the road, and I'm just going to get in the car and I'm going to stop at everyone's house and we'll hang and talk about what's on your loom. My challenge is that live at the loom's only on a Thursday. That could be a very, very long trip for me to be one a week. We'd have to kind of tighten up the schedule, right? Alex Madison has already volunteered to drive me when I want to do this. And I think we're going to need some band t-shirts. You know what I mean? Like all the stops along the way. We'll be at Sue Ann's house on August 3rd or whatever. Like we'll have, something. We'll do something there. Okay, friends. Wow, where has the time gone? Okay. Oh, Cindy said Earl has pinwheels, and I'm loading a rainbow warp on Vernon using crochet yarn. I love that. Naomi, it says she's doing a dress. That's amazing. A 4-panel dress and commercial fabric gores. Inserted triangles for flare. Okay, got it. I can imagine that. And probably neck facing and sleeve hem trim. Boy, the whole sewing is a whole other language, isn't it? That's amazing. Ooh. Sue Ann said she and her husband are going on a cruise in November. They have famous chefs on it cooking for us. I think I know which one you're talking about. I looked at that one. We need to get a cruise line to organize a weaving cruise. Heck yeah. Can you imagine? Oh, that would be so fun. That would be so fun. Deanna's like, it is a sauna out here in Western Ohio. I believe it. You are probably very similar to me, darling. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. What else? Oh my gosh. Do you really, Lisa, teach high school art? That's amazing. That's amazing. I love it. Oh, Sue Ann's a retired educator too. Look at all the teachers in here. That is awesome. Okay, friends, it's time. I need to be weaving something for you. Let's talk about this. Keep putting comments here. I feel like I'm way behind on the comments. Wow. Look at all the good stuff. That is amazing. Sue is doing 8 shaft twill party towels. I love the just specifically party towels. Dawn is working on custom order of cotton linen napkins. Fantastic. Lori is still on spa washcloths hemming my dress that I made a clone of. Wow, look at these. Deanna says yellow yarns on the loom, about to start M&O towels. Woo, nice. Sherry says I need a jolt of weaving mojo. I have several projects and no desire to finish them. Oh, I understand that. I understand that. Yes. Sue Ann, today I would continue threading a warp for kitchen towels. It's a pretty pattern that blends a twill and a Swedish lace. Ooh, very nice. Deb is working on the 250th extravaganza red, white, and blue towels for the next 2 months. I like it. I'm going to try to make something small for my weaving scraps for the guild. We'll see. Fantastic. Oh, that's great. Hello, Lisa Pavlopoulos. Woohoo. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Ellen's here too. Hi, Ellen. Ellen Foley in Wisconsin. Oh, it's right over the border. It's not Milwaukee, but it's right over the border there somewhere. I'll have more details. I promise. It's yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Look at all this. Donna says she's currently threading block weave front to back, also shadow weave. So new level of upside down, backwards, crazy. It's upside down and backwards. That'll make your head hurt in a minute. Boy, weavers can really specialize that in though, don't they? They're like, okay, it's upside down, it's backwards. I need a mirror to see the pattern. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Love that. Ooh, more birthdays. Uh-huh. Fantastic. Oh, look at you. Oh, she knows this. Of course, Sherry knows this. I should have known. You would know. Sherry Jansen. June 13th to the 19th for the Midwest Conference in Wisconsin. There we go. Do you know where in Wisconsin it is, Sherry? Do you know that detail as well? Because it's my brain is not, it's not a chance. I'm going to come up with that. Christy Lofton is weaving linen face cloths. Nice. I love that. Aww. Let's see. Ooh, Karen says one loom has a turn Tecate towel warp, but I hate the colors. Oh, been there. One loom is being rethreaded from rugs to fabric for, not sure, and trying supplemental warp. Ooh, third loom I need to sell, but meanwhile, I understand. That's a lot on your plate there, my dear. Kim, we need a walking song for weaving for those power out days. We do need a walking song, something I can just hum while I'm weaving. I like this. Would you work on this, Kim? Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, see? Ruth is like, weaving a night's way I finally get to enjoy it. I'm listening to Gregorian chants. Wow. That is a unique choice there, darling. Hello, Alex Madison. Love that. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay, friends, carry on while I tell you about what's happening here on the loom. Okay, so still overshot, which I'm not surprised that I could have called that one. It's still overshot. Let me see if I can get you a little closer. Here, I'll just bring you in. Look at this. I can pick you up and bring you with me. Okay, here is the overshot project. Now, here's a couple things to note. First of all, I have been playing with the width of my pattern weft. Here's what that means. In overshot, you always have 2 shuttles. See my 2 shuttles here? I got one that has a really tiny yarn, same size as the warp. And I have another one that has, for me, it's a combination of yarns, but you want the background weft to be the same size as the warp. That's the idea. And then you want your pattern weft to be 2 to 3 times the size. Now, when I started this project, I got a little crazy and it was a lot bigger. I'm also not really used to working with an 8-2-10 that's the fiber. So when I first started, it was very, very dramatic and the pattern warp really covered the fabric a lot. Here's what's interesting though, is that because of that, I'll show you the way the pattern is supposed to look, at least in the book, how it does. My design kind of feature here is kind of stretched out, like it's kind of elongated this way. So little by little, I've been trying to make my pattern weft skinnier. So every time I have to reload it, I take out one of the yarns, and so it gets tinier and tinier. Here's what's interesting, and I'll show you the picture in a second so you can see what I'm talking about. It's still not nearly as kind of squat as the picture in there. So I'm starting to think of a couple things. First of all, it could be that I have my warp yarns just a little too close together. So if I spread them out, this kind of design element would get slouchier, like you'll see. Like all my little guys are too far this way. I want them to be more this way. So if my warp yarns were spread out a little bit more, that would help influence that. It could also be that I just don't beat as hard as what's in the image, because the beat will make a difference as far as how much everything is compacted here. But it doesn't take away from the fact that it's a very fun pattern, and I'm enjoying it very much. For this, I'm using an 8-2 tencel. I've got this kind of wine color on one side and this bright orange on another, and it's kind of blended in the middle. So it gives, if you look at the fabric, then it has this kind of cool, almost variegated kind of look to it, which has been very fun. So this is the project du jour. Let me show you the place where I started so you can kind of see the reference. That's what I'm trying to say. You can see the reference point. First of all, I'm using Bertha Gray Hayes. Thank you so much, Carol. This is a book of all miniature overshots. It's the sweetest book. It's really, really adorable. Bertha would have been a fun person to know. She made all of these kind of, look at these, like she would do a draft and she'd have just a little sampler. Look at her little initials and everything. The book is so sweet. It's just really a wonderful book. So the one that I'm working on is this one here. Now, you just saw what's happening on the loom. Do you see what I mean? Like, these are just squattier. I don't know what the word is, but they're spread out more this way than this way. This is like a whole finger puppet kind of action I got going here. But it's been interesting. And between you and me, if you didn't see the reference picture, you would not know that it is mine or more elongated, and nobody would care. It still looks really nice. However, there is something to the effect of, you're like, okay, well, this is what I was anticipating the pattern look like, and it's not doing that for me yet. So then you're left with decisions. Do you tweak spacing, how firmly you're beating it? Like, you have all kinds of options for how you can make adjustments if you want. I will always be the weaver and teacher that says, this is your project. Doesn't matter if it looks like Bertha's version. Doesn't matter. So I am still kind of tweaking that and kind of playing with it just to see what I like in the fabric. So let's do a little bit, and I'll show you how this goes. Let me get my cheat sheet, because I absolutely need a cheat sheet because the treadling is a mess. The treadling is a lot. This is, I don't know about you, but for me, I enjoy it the most if I can keep the treadling in my head, if I can keep the repeat in my head. And I'm almost there, but it's taken me, let's say, a yard and a half of doing it over and over again for me to actually remember it. It's a lot. And I know you guys are so sweet. I put up a little segment of last week's Live at the Loom on YouTube. And so many of you were like, oh, well, I tape the treadling to my beater bar, or I have some other system for that. And that is all wonderful, friends. And I love that. If I have to keep referring to the treadling, though, that makes me cranky. That is just me. That's just a personal preference. I enjoy it more if I can just keep it in my head, and that just keeps me going. That's just, everyone's different. So no right or wrong. So thank you for the suggestions. I love that. If you are someone who's like, okay, I don't mind a more complicated treadling, tape it to, if you've got a castle on your loom, tape it to, the beater bar, shaft number one, whatever. There's ways to have it right in front of you so you can refer to it when you need to. So let's see how well I can remember the treadling. So that was a big old long intro, wasn't it? Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see if I can remember where I landed. I either landed here. I landed right there. There we go. Okay, I got it. Here we go. So here's part of what's so fun about Overshot is that because the background shuttle, the background weft is holding it all together, like it's doing some plane weave, tabby, whatever you want to call it. This is holding it all together. So then this guy could do whatever the heck he wants, including doing the same pick, the same lift over and over again, which is awesome. So then you kind of build up that design element. That's how you got part of those little, they look like, for me, they kind of look like if you cracked open a walnut. Something about the little shape of it. Anyways, here we go. So because you have two shuttles, you have to kind of always be organizing them. I liked, personal preference, but I like to always start with the background shuttle and then throw the pattern. So it's always background, pattern. It's a full follow the leader kind of over and over again. That's just between you and me. That's whatever. Use that if it helps. Forget it if it doesn't. There we go. Keep what you like and then do your own thing, friends. All right. So, by the way, you have to have floating selvages for this. And I got to say, I don't work with 8.2 very much. And 8.2 floating selvages are harder to keep in place, harder to keep in the middle and steady. I've snagged them a couple times and then they get saggy, and that makes me sad. Saggy floating selvages are not helpful. No. Okay, so background, weft, pattern. Here we go. So for this, to start off, I have to lift 1 and 2, but I have to do it 4 times. There we go. That is the plan. So that would be number 1. Oh. Let me catch the flying shuttles there. All right. This will be okay. So 1 and 2 again, because our very reliable background weft is holding this show together. That's very important. All right. Throw that guy through. Again, 1 and 2. By the way, I just kind of glossed over the whole that this one is doing tabby, but then you're lifting 1 and 3 and then 2 and 4, or whatever you need to do to make plane weave. And this pattern, I don't know if I don't quite have it right, but mine's not a true tabby, but it's close enough. It's still going to hold it together. That's the point. That is the point. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. This is my 1 and 2. One more time. Bringing this guy back through like that. Okay. So next part of the design then goes 4 and 1. So now, the way my tie-ups are, it's like 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, 4 and 1. Like it's just like a 2-2 twirl kind of thing. So in my little cheat sheet, I just put the first number because that's all I have to pay attention to. Like if it's 4 and 1, I know I just have to put my foot on the treadle that is going to lift 4. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't explain that well, but I try to keep it as kind of simple as possible so that as I'm looking over at my notes, if I have to, then it doesn't make my brain hurt too much. There's still a lot of that happening, but something to help. That's the goal here. Okay, so 4 and 1. We do this 3 times. Little tabby. Back to 4 and 1. Dun, da, da, da. This because I keep making the pattern weft smaller and smaller, then it takes longer to go through 1 repeat, which isn't bad, but I'm used to working with 8.4 cotton, which is twice the size, and big old chunky pattern weft. So we'll, yeah. It's good to stretch yourself, honestly. And part of this is for the challenge in the Online Weavers Guild, which is all about thinking small. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. All right, this is the next part of it, which is 3 and 4. And then I'll bring you and you can I'll show you what we just did together here. Did I do that right? Yes. Okay, here's what's funny. I have a little quirk in my threading that I did not catch before I started. And the weird thing is I don't really see a problem in the fabric, but it's I'll show you. It's a weird little, I have some kind of a strange gap Which I'll be the first one to tell you that you should always check that before you start weaving, but somehow I just missed it. You know, life, right? Okay, let me see if I can lift it up so you can see. There we go. Okay, here. I'm going to bring it in so you can see it. So here's, do you see my, oh, can I hold the computer at the same time? Okay, so look, I see it's all nice and consistent. Look at this crazy little nest. Right, I have something weird happening right here. Oh, there we go. There's something crazy is happening there. However, when I look at the fabric, looks fine. But there's I got a weird something happening. I don't know what happened. All that to say, friends, even after weaving for a gajillion years, in this case over 20, it happens all the time. It just, if we want it to be perfect, we'll have a machine do it. That is what I have to say about that. Okay, friends. It looks good though, right? I like it. It's been very fun. It's been a good challenge. I tend to, like I said, do kind of an easier repeat. However, I enjoy this very much. It's been very good. So, okay, friends, let me grab a few comments and then we will finish strong. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, we will. Jennifer Fowler says, I want a garden spot and a root cellar in our community of weavers. I'm here for it. Yes, I am here for it. Okay. Oh, I learned to weave bands. I just did a sample and now I'm going to start a long yoga strap. Oh, fantastic. Oh, like on an ankle loom kind of thing. I've joined an online yoga group that meets on Zoom. Accountability. Yes, we exercise to alternative music. Nice. Fantastic. Okay. Boy, I feel like the whole day today I've been way behind on the comments. Hot mess. Oh, there we go. Sherry, thank you. Sherry's brilliant. Waukesha, Wisconsin. It's right over the border, basically, of if you look at the map where Illinois is, it's right up there. That was part of okay, so when the application came out, I was thinking, and it was one of those times where I had been really busy. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to apply. And then when I saw where I was like, well, crap, it's right there. It's like it's going to be like a 3-hour drive from my house. It's going to be really close. So there we go. Thank you, Lori. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. It helps weavers to find us, right? And we love the newbies. We love, yes, anyone who wants to join us. Mm-hmm. Yes. Carol said, no looming for almost 6 weeks, all ranch chores. Spring is rough. Although I did get into a side distraction with Alex Madison this week. Alex Madison is great for side distractions. We know this. Mm-hmm. Yes, she is brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, thanks, you guys. You're so sweet. Yes, you like it too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you, Sue Ann. Her best is the set is too tight. That would definitely influence it. But I didn't want to go, it's 8.2, so I didn't want to go too much wider than 20 ends per inch. That's what I have it set at. I didn't think that was crazy. You know, you never know. You never know. Okay. Wait, what is this, honey? Do one of the wefts have to be fatter for the overshot design to shine through? Yes. Yes, it does. Yes. Good question. Thank you. I like that. I like Lori. Oh my God, you cracked me up. It's a bit of a trippy design. It is trippy. That is a good description. First of all, it's not symmetrical. And I know some of you are like, oh, it's not symmetrical. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So if you look at like one, like there's two little design elements, right? Like one, you do the main stuff and then you have like 7. And then the other one, you do the main stuff and then you have 11. It's trippy is the right. That is the right word. Yes, for sure. Yes. Kim says, question, pick of tabby, pick a pattern. You carry the yarns up the side. You don't even have to because you're always doing, it's always a follow the leader. So you don't have to actually even, I mean, technically, I guess you are. Yes. Good question. Yeah. Good question. Okay, friends, let's finish strong. Look at us. We're running late. I'm telling you, from the get-go, today was like cray. I know people don't say that anymore. Why did I say that? Jeez. Okay, friends. First of all, I want to give a huge thank you to all of the Acting Creative supporters, by signing up for a class, by joining the membership, by being part of the guild. Those are all fantastic ways to support Acting Creative. But we also have this very, very special group of founders that are they are like the Mac Daddies. They are amazing. So I want to acknowledge them. Ellen, Eileen, Mary, Shirley, Liz, Kathy, Anne, and Christy. They are incredible. And they are part of the beating heart of Acting Creative. So I want to give a huge thank you and invite you, if you would like to consider being a founder, come on over, check us out at the Acting Creative Insiders. And before I forget, I know that I mentioned classes. You guys, we are getting ready to start weaving camp on Monday. Now, for most of you, this is not for you. If you have been weaving for any amount of time, it is going to be too basic. However, if you have friends, that are knitters, crocheters, quilters, spinners, dyers, any kind of crafter, and they have been like, I think weaving looks kind of cool, invite them to jump into summer weaving camp. It is like this fun look at all the components of weaving, and we have puzzles and games and stuff to go with it. It is so much fun. So spread the word. Weaving camp is starting on Monday of next week, the 15th. Ta-da! All right, what else this week? For Handwoven Experience, we talked about wall hangings. Okay, friends, let me tell you how much I loved your comments all about wall hangings. Pro and con. You guys are awesome. I just want to make sure you feel like you have permission to, whatever you're making, maybe a trippy little overshot. If you like it and don't have a plan for it and you just want to look at it, it can hang on your wall. I give you full permission. Chris says, go find a dowel, just tie it up around the dowel and hang it and enjoy it every stinking day. You are allowed to do that. Just in case you needed that reminder, you are allowed to. What else? Oh, I want to say, but let me not forget this. By the way, tonight is Michelle's Rigid Heddle Weavers Guild meeting. If you are really Rigid Heddle is your lane, that's what you love. Friends, she has a great guild that she started at the beginning of the year, and they meet on the second Thursday. So they meet tonight. So you still have time. Go over and join Michelle and the Rigid Heddle fans for the guild meeting tonight. Or the Online Weavers Guild meeting is happening next Thursday. It's always the third Thursday. So we have Rigid Heddle Guild the second Thursday, and then the Online Weavers Guild on the third Thursday coming up next week. By the way, our topic for next Thursday at the Online Weavers Guild is name drafting. And we have the fabulous Christy Lofton who's going to help us out because I don't know about you, but I know next to nothing about name drafting. So we're going to learn together. But that's part of the guild. So be sure to come over and join us. I'll put that, where do I need to go? Right there. Put that right there. If you would like to come over and play with us in the Online Weavers Guild. I think we did enough. Don't you feel like it? We did enough. Yes, it was a fabulous day. The power is on. It is just going to go up from here. Friends, I'll be right back here next Thursday. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay, you guys. Friends, next Thursday, we have a guest. I have invited Felicia Lowe to come on live at the Loom. I know. If you could see Lori's face in the background. Yes, friends. From Sweet Georgia Yarns, Felicia Lowe is going to come on and chat with us. She's the coolest. If you don't know anything about Felicia, you will absolutely adore her. She is fabulous. So be here next Thursday because it is a big day. We have a guest in the house, and she's no ordinary guest. She's amazing. So next Thursday, be right back here for more Live at the Loom with Felicia Lowe. And you know what your homework is, right? Do something creative just for you. Just for you, friends. That's it. And then some. Have a fabulous, wonderful week. And I'll be right back here next Thursday for more Live at the Loom. Happy weaving.